Okay, so this is gonna be a real quick rant video. I know it's been a few weeks, months, years, centuries since I did a video, and I just wanted to do a video real quick. Mic's not the best quality, I already know. Trust me, I'm doing this like janky style, recording off my PlayStation onto my headset mic. How to start this? Okay, so toxicity in gaming has been a thing for a while. And I just want to blow the mic off this whole thing, this whole weirdness. Uh, Flats, one of my favorite watch/rivals creators, um, recently dove into the DBD community and talking about how he doesn't like the game because the community is not just toxic, but aggressively toxic, where they will dox your living situation and just make your life miserable if you're a streamer, just because you do something they don't like in the game, or like play a certain way. I don't know how true that is, honestly. I don't know how true it is for DBD, because I'm not in the DBD community. I play casually with friends, only custom, so I don't really know if that's true or not. But his defense is just talking his opinion on why he doesn't play the game. And now I feel like because he's a big creator, people are using this as a way to just go after him, get clicks by going after him and doing whatever. I'm not gonna go after him. I enjoy his content. I know how he is. He's blunt. He's to the point. He says how he feels without any care about like how the other side feels about it, because it's his opinion and he will vocalize his opinion, and that is fair. That is fine. Just like most people online will vocalize their opinion if it's against their opinion, and they will call you out for not accepting their love of something or their hate of something. It is fine. I'm just tired of people glossing over toxicity. People saying every game is toxic. Yes, every game is toxic. So why aren't we allowed to talk about the games that are toxic? Everyone talks about League being toxic. Everyone talks about Call of Duty being toxic, out, inside or out. So why is DBD like a DBD, Dead by Daylight, by the way, Dead by Daylight? Why is Dead by Daylight like shielded from this? Rivals isn't shielded from this. Rivals has horrible toxicity, but at least they don't freaking dox people. I don't know if it's true by Dead by Daylight, if that's true. If it is true, it deserves to be talked about. It deserves to be talked about for warnings for potential streamers wanting to stream Dead by Daylight for some reason, that hey, you might get doxxed if you do something this person online and ranked, that this person with rules that the DBD community made up, not official rules by the way, that if you do something wrong with that on these rules that you don't know about unless you researched it, you will be doxxed or you will be witch hunted. And it's like, this is very important to talk about. If a community is like this is very important to talk about. People need to know about this, because if they're going to stream it and this happens to them, that's their livelihood. That's their livelihood getting in danger. Not just their money. No, it's their families, it's their living situation, everything. And hacking and doxing people is so easy nowadays because we live by the internet. Everything is data more than ever now, so you can find anyone's information pretty easily because companies share data all over the place, and because of that, guess what? Your information is floating around somewhere, and hackers or just anybody on the internet can find your data pretty easily. And that's why it's like, this is very important. This is a very important conversation to have. And Flats is not in the wrong for mentioning this, because because, like, for one, he didn't even want to talk about it. It was just an OBS chat, just voice to talk, pretty much coming up from a donation, and he just responded to it. You know, because you're a streamer and that person sent you money, so you talk about it because they gave you money to talk about it. You know, you don't have to do it all the time, but in that situation, while he's trading over games, you know, he is like, okay, I'll just respond to this, since, you know, it was he turned on donate to talk or whatever it's called, and someone donated, and so he decided to respond to it. So it's just like, we need to stop glossing over the issues in games, okay? We need to stop glossing, like, my game is so pure and safe that no one should be able to talk about it. No one who's outside should be able to talk about it. Because I remember, as an Overwatch player, by the way, everyone was harping on Overwatch. Everyone and their mother was harping on Overwatch, from every community, any community. Everybody and their mother were just like, "Oh man, Overwatch so bad," and rightfully so. I felt like, in some cases, especially with the PvE thing getting cancelled, it was well deserved. So why can't we talk about DBD when it has a toxicity problem, allegedly? You know, why can't we talk about it? Why can't we talk about it? I will never say DBD is a dead game. I don't think any game is a dead game. Okay, unless it goes out of service, which I'm tired of people using dead game as a way to describe a game that's not as big as it used to be. That is not a dead game. It's like, what's the term? The term is, it's a less popular game. It's a dialed down game. It hasn't been as big as it used to be game. Okay, it's not a dead game. Even at 200 players, that game is not dead because it is still being played. Once it goes off service, completely off service, because everyone's misusing the word dead. Dead means you're done, you're gone, you're out of there, you're not existing anymore. You're just dead in the ground. You're buried in the ground. Okay, that is dead. 200 players playing a game, that is not a dead game. That is not dead. It just means it's doesn't have a large player base. Yes, it's like a little game. It's a tiny game. Okay, that's fine. But dead game means you got Concord. You got High Guard. You lost the battle. You're dead. You know, you cannot be played anymore. That is a dead game. I feel like calling a game dead is toxic too, honestly, because it's like people, like, for instance, Marathon. People saying Marathon is a dead game because it's not super large. And I'm like, if it's still getting content, if it still has player numbers, it is not a dead game. Hell, it could have one freaking player on that game, and it's not constituted as a dead game, because if it's still living, if it's still playable, it is not a dead game. It is played, so it is not a dead game. Concord cannot be played anymore. Concord cannot be downloaded anymore. Concord cannot be in any way, shape, or form downloaded onto something and turned on to play or interact with. It is dead. It is gone. It is out of service. It is no longer with us. Evolve, an old game that used to be highly popular, cannot be found, cannot be played, downloaded, anything. It is a dead game. Can we stop using dead as a way to just trash on a game that doesn't have high numbers? Because it's not a dead game. It is not a dead game. It is just low. It's just low numbered. I can't think of I can't think of a term right now to properly describe it, because it's like maybe like an average a below average game. No, that's rating it. No, that's rating its like overall player base. It's an underpopulated game. That game is underpopulated. that would be that would be a good one right there. That game underpopulated. Yes, like but it's like saying, like it's like, would you describe a clan of people who are a small clan? Would you count them as dead because they're not as big as like the nation of Texas or the state of Texas? Like, would that be a dead clan? Or like, let's say, okay, let's say because Texas is the biggest state, let's use a small state like Rhode Island, okay? So would you call Rhode Island a dead state because it's smaller than Texas? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a smaller population, that's for sure, but it's not a dead state because it's smaller than Texas. That's just it doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, so what if let's say this, okay, so let's put it this way. This McDonald's, okay, makes this much money, okay? Another McDonald's down the street makes, let's say, considerably less money than the McDonald's previous. Would that McDonald's be a dead McDonald's, even though it still makes income? And probably, since it's open and not shut down, probably enough income to stay open. Would that be a dead McDonald's? No. It would not be a dead McDonald's. It would just be a less income making McDonald's that doesn't make as much income as the previous McDonald's mentioned, because maybe it just doesn't have like the staying power of that McDonald's, or maybe it's in a bad location, yada yada. Like, it, that doesn't make it a dead McDonald's. It just makes it a less profitable McDonald's. It's not dead. It's still active. It's still making burgers, frying fries and chicken nuggets. This doesn't make it a less. It doesn't make it a dead McDonald's. Are we seeing the points here right now? The games are still active. It doesn't mean they are dead. It doesn't mean they're dead. They're active. Destiny 2, not dead, active. Marathon 2, Marathon, not dead, active. Overwatch 2, well, technically Overwatch now, not dead, active. Rivals, Marvel Rivals, not dead, active, just low player count now. Can we stop using dead to describe games that aren't really dead, please? I'm sorry. Okay, that was my rant. I just needed to rant that out. DBD community, please, let's not get toxic. If you really are not as toxic as the league, show it. Show that you're not as toxic as the league. It's just a game. You don't have to be so passionate about games. They're just games. Like, come on, be better. Be better human beings. Stop doxing people or saying slurs over games. Like, be better about yourself. Treat yourself better, because like, you are showing that you are a lesser being of a person when you dox someone else or you use slurs to belittle someone else. You are showing you are a less of a person, and you should not put yourself on that lower standard. So please just show that you are not as toxic as people like Flats are saying you are, by actually showing it. Why be so heated about a game? It doesn't make sense. And on the flip side, just ignore it. Oh, a top streamer who doesn't even play DBD is talking bad about DBD or saying something bad about DBD. Who cares? He doesn't play the game, so why does it matter? What, you care that he may throw bad press into the game? Like, okay, that's just your game at that point. Play your game. Like, stay out of the line of fire. Like, who cares what other people say about your game? You think I cared about people talking about Overwatch? Will that make me not play Overwatch more? No. I will still play Overwatch. I still love Overwatch. Good or bad, taking the bad or the good, I'm a ride or die with Overwatch since Overwatch 2 got announced and released, because I saw them working hard and I was like, okay. Plus, it's not run by Activision anymore, so I'm very happy. So I'm like, I'm gonna support this game. I want them to see. I want to show them to show me what they are made of. Well, it is still run by Activision. They just got bought off by Microsoft. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Original Blizzard, or not original Blizzard, because they were gold. But freaking Blizzard run by Bobby Kodak or whatever his fucking name was. That bitch. But yeah, him. Just stay in your lane. Who cares if people talk about your game? You love that game, right? So it doesn't matter a streamer who doesn't play your game how they feel like, what they say. It doesn't matter what they say. Okay? Why does it matter? Why are you getting so defensive about it? That is just showing that that streamer is right about your game and your community, because you're getting so defensive about it. So just don't respond to it. Just let those people talk and just be like, okay, they're talking bullshit. Well, it's bullshit. So if anyone believes them, they're on that bullshit anyway. So it's like, it's just, people need to understand that it's not about like defending your game to the death. Like if it's like, it's just a game. It's just a game. I get it that sometimes you're emotionally wrapped into that game because it's like your everything, but but you, at that point, you're just a teenager / kid, maybe. So it's like I get it, but if you're an adult doing this, you really gotta think about your life. Okay, you really gotta think about your choices in life. That as an adult, you're defending a game with threats, toxic threats, slurs, doxing. You're doing that to people as an adult over a game. A live service game that probably the company doesn't even know you exist or care about you. They just want you to buy stuff and make them more money. So just really think about that. Really think about just what kind of thing you're defending. You're basically defending corporate, who don't even know you exist, who never even think about your existence, who probably won't even know if you keel over and die right now in that moment. They would not care. They would just be like, they wouldn't even know who you are. Even if people posted like your death on social media, they would not care, because that's how corporate is. They just see you as a mark, a dollar sign, an extra revenue note. Like, it's just, that is why I'm so baffled on why people actually actively, to the death, like it's a war, defend like games like this. Corporates, like corporate companies. Some people even defend Apple and Google to the death. And I'm like, why are we defending these companies that don't even give a fuck about us? They just see us as a dollar note. They literally give our information out like willy-nilly. They don't care about us. They just want to do whatever they want to do, you know? So it's like, why are we going out of our way to attack each other just to defend them? I don't know. People get me upset because it's just, they do stuff so backwards. But anyway, I just wanted to record something. It's been a while, so I came in here ranted, I came in here heated, and I wanted to express myself. I don't know how long I went for, but it's gonna be a video, and I'm gonna upload it. So let's hope the next video isn't a month out. Let's hope it's tomorrow. Maybe next week. Maybe next year. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for listening.